Hello everybody, Mike here once again. I'm really happy to be here. I do love doing this type of thing. It's been a bit of a busy week really. We've had circles all week. I'll just come on to that actually, and I'll mention it again at the end. If you live in the Vienna area of Austria, consider coming to our Spirit Communication Circle. We had one yesterday, and we did some channeling yesterday. Some people wanted to do some channeling, so we did some channeling. It was really nice because we actually also saw some of the features change slightly with the people. How we did this is we turned the lights down and we put just a candle where the person who was channeling, a little bit of light, a little bit of reflection. And yes, we saw some changes in faces. That they weren't great changes, but we could clearly see what things were happening there. And it was all very safe. Of course it is. When it's done in truth and light, and you know, if I don't mind saying so myself, I'm quite experienced at this, so I know what's going on there. So it was all quite safe. But normally we do the typical mediumship stuff. We always do a remote view to begin with, it's like an opener, just to get our juices flowing, so to speak. So and then next Tuesday we've got our healing circle in Vienna. It's in a different location, so we do the Spirit Communication Circle. I'll mention it again before I go, but I've been prompted to from Spirit to do more stuff online, as it were. So I've got a couple of people that I help develop their mediumship skills on a one-to-one basis, and so I've been asked from Spirit that I should be doing more on this. So I will be doing an online circle again pretty soon. I'm also going to be doing a remote healing. I find remote healing is more powerful when you're concentrating solely on intention and not worrying about what your hands are doing or where they should be. I find it much more beneficial to the person receiving. So, and then we can get more people from across the world, and I think it's great that if we do this remote healing, and we've got people in Australia, and we've got people in Europe, and we've got people in various parts of the world, it brings people together also. So before we come to the first question, I just wanted to put up a couple of things here. By the way, there's the Evening of Clairvoyance that we're doing on the 24th of April. Me and my buddy there, Deborah, will be doing the mediumship. So pop along. If you don't particularly fancy coming along for the mediumship, then come along for my homemade tiramisu. So we always have drinks and snacks after, and we get together and have this great little conversation. What I wanted to say is, in this current vibration, and this is a mini channeled message from Jean, reaching your goal in this current vibration requires only flow, nothing more to do. Without flow, you'll be met with blocks. So, if so, then one need only change the approach. So simple. Never presume that what you seek is beyond you. That itself is a block. Have courage, allow flow. Your goal awaits you. All is well. You are loved. So that was the little channeled message from Jean that she gave me this week. We put it in our Telegram group, and you know, I try and do this one every 2 or 3 days because they're only short messages. But I will be doing the big channeled message coming up. I was supposed to do it the weekend, but I get distracted and then I'm not able to do it. And this is probably about 6 or 7 minutes long, and it's read by my wife, obviously with a female accent or female tone, and it's more authentic when we do it that way. So anyway, so just a couple more things, and then we'll jump straight in. Oops, that's me. So here we have once again Dr. Linda Kramer Paranormal. That's her book. Just go to the Facebook page, Dr. Linda Kramer Paranormal, and you can discover all kinds of weird and wonderful things there, not just about the afterlife. There's pretty much everything in paranormal on her Facebook page. And of course, my dear buddy Colin Walker out there in the Czech Republic, he comes and does a demonstration of mediumship for us every now and again. There's his book, The A to Z Index of Spiritualism. And yeah, he's very active in all of this. So now I've just got to try and find how to get that down. Okay, so let's go straight to the calls and see what's going on here. I'd like to ask my guides or whoever wants to come about my love situation. What advice can they give me, since I'm single for a long time now? Thank you. So before I do that, I do believe that you was going for a job interview last week, and I was wondering if there's been any progress on that. If you could let us know how that's going. We sent some good vibes, and hopefully the people who were interviewing you felt that you do a good job. So if you just let us know how you got on with that. But okay, so with regards love life, I think now from what I'm being told is this change that you've been going through is almost completed now. The cycle is almost gone, and so now you'll be stepping into the active part of your life. So the thing about you've been single for a long time, I'm told, is for a reason. It's for a very good reason. One reason is the right person hasn't come along, and this is because of your vibrational change. And your vibrational change has gone up, and so there would be absolutely no point in you meeting the same type of person that you used to meet, because their vibration is not on the same level. So now the feeling is that they're giving me that you understand this, that everything that you've been figuring out, trying to get your life in the direction that you want to get it in, is now ready and in place, and it is going to very soon start happening. Let me just see what it says here. No feedback yet about that. I'll let you know. Okay, well, no news is good news, as they say. So with regards relationship, I feel that it's coming pretty soon now. I feel that there is no urgency just yet, and I'm asked to remind you not to feel any urgency about this, because thank you, what I'm told, the next one is the right one, the next one is the last one. so the next one is the life partner. From what I can gather, there of course things change and situations change, but the essence of what it is, I don't know who. I think this is a friend that you have in spirit about to say this now, and I think this is a male character, because this person is saying you're not going to pick a wrong un anymore, whatever that means. You're not going to pick a wrong un anymore. So the next one is going to be the right one. Hang on a sec. Let's just see what's going on there. No, oh, yes, we've just done that one, haven't we? Okay. Oh, no, there we are. Never yet. About the yeah, I imagine at the end of the week I'll keep you informed. Yeah, please do. Look, even if you shouldn't get this, and I don't actually see that at the moment. I see I'm on a higher vibration with this, so I don't think the decision is. I think the decision hasn't been made, so that keeps you in the game, right? Either way, this could be the last end of the cycle work-wise, and then it all starts kicking in, or this could be the beginning of the new cycle where it all kicks in. But it is happening pretty soon, and I also sense, as I feel your energy, that whilst you're calm about this, you're laid back about it, and perhaps just a little bit of anxiety. That heavy cloud has gone. That real heavy cloud of, where do I go? Who do I turn to? I've tried everything and it's not happening. But you did the right decision. They said you stepped back. Um, so hang on. Let's see. The audio goes on and off. I can't hear well. Okay, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm gonna plug in my headphones. See if that's any better. We are having trouble with the internet today. I don't know what it's all about. Okay, perhaps you can hear me now. I put these in. I don't like the way the damn things. Okay, I'm going to pull the volume down just a little bit because sometimes when you have it too loud, it messes it up. So hopefully you can hear this now. So yes, I was saying that you've stepped back from the worry and the anxiety because you basically said to yourself, well, I've tried everything, there's nothing more I can do. And that was one of the best things that you actually did because it gave you time to breathe, they say. If you know this youngish person who's in spirit, a youngish male in spirit, who's using this colloquial tone like with regards to your future partner, let me know if you know who this is because he is just standing right behind me here. So when is this all going to happen? I guess is the question that we all want to know. Okay, so I mentioned the process has begun. I think we're in April, and I think there's an opportunity in April. I feel if possible, you've just got to get out a little bit more. Oops, someone now is stepping in spirit. You can hear my voice is changing. I think this person's been here before. And I think this is an elderly person. So we've got a loved one who's stepping in now. And I guess this loved one wants to say something. Okay, let's see. I couldn't hear the message about my love situation. It was sound. Okay, maybe you could hear me now. If for some reason you can't hear me, I'm going to text this down. So please be patient with me, people. If you can't... you hear me now. Okay. So I'll go back to this message that you said that I was given. And that is that, first of all, Spirit were absolutely pleased that you stepped back from the worry, from the anxiety, because you've done everything that you could possibly have done. And that gave you opportunity to breathe and at some level analyze. Now, the person that's stepping in is going to be, the next one is going to be the one, the partner for you, a life partner. I'm being shown April as an opportunity. Towards the end of April is more of an opportunity for you. But they also want to remind you that one date doesn't constitute a lifetime agreement. So I think you've learnt from this is what they're saying is that if it just doesn't feel right, they're not saying forget it, but just take it a little bit slower and see how this person develops. Because what Spirit has been doing is looking for somebody that's on the same vibrational level as you. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're as spiritual as you. It just means that they can be understanding, more compassionate and supportive with the spiritual work that you do. And that's what they're looking for. And this person, I do believe, is going to come. If it doesn't come in April, May. So these months where the sun gets warmer and people have more of a feel-good factor, this is going to work in your favour. But it doesn't look like you're going to be single for very much longer. So here he goes again. I advise that you go out and have fun as a single lady for as long as you possibly can before you get into this relationship. Yes, it has been a bit of a while. But I feel it's going to be the wait is going to have been worth it for you. and you'll see why. Because I tell you who I'm shown. I'm shown somebody. I don't see their face, but I've been shown a feeling. This person is someone that is either tall or appears to be tall and quite slender in the stature. I feel this person has, let's say, an old soul on young shoulders. So even though this person is young, when I say young, it can be 40 years of age, it could be 30 years of age. What I'm saying is that this person has a good head on their shoulders. So what you feel and you see about this person, you'll soon grasp that there is compassion and understanding with this person. This person is very sensitive, that I see, and that could be the only sort of downside of this, that in the initial stages you might have to watch how you say things, because this person might get the wrong idea, but it's not so much of a problem. I think this is because of their own insecurities and their own relationships in the past that have gone wrong, and they reflect upon it, and they don't want the same thing to happen again, but they fall into that same trap, that same repeating that same pattern of not playing the victim, far from playing the victim, but instead of taking something meant how it should be, they just tend to err on the slightly negative side of it. But that'll get sorted out. Otherwise, this person seems to be quite a jolly person, quite a fun person to be around. I would say this is someone that does open doors for people, for ladies, and he's not over boisterous. Keeps company. If you're in a party, he wouldn't be the. I think you might actually know this person anyway, even if it's just on the peripherals of social or the peripherals of an old work position. I think there's some connection, so this person isn't completely out of the blue. So just keep an eye out for that, and actually, no matter what I say or what Spirit says, because tomorrow something may change. I don't think it's going to change that much. I still think the direction is going to be how we've just described it, yeah, just wait for it to happen. I know that you're astute enough to recognize the signs and the symbols and know when someone's giving you the eye and is attracted to you, and have the courage to go for it. Finally, I would say to you, it could possibly be that both things come together, work and relationship, more or less at the same time. I think this could be. Not exactly at the same time, but in and around the same thing. I don't think at the moment, from what I can see, once you get the job, you'll meet someone at work. I don't think it's like that at all. As I say, I think you half know this person or know of this person, and I think serendipity and Cupid is going to play a part in making this happen for you. So that's what I got for you. I know anyone else wants to ask a question, please just text it in, and we'll see if your guides want to connect with you, or there's someone in spirit wants to connect with you. I know, Dariana, that there is a loved one in spirit here, because my voice keeps changing, and I know we've had, in fairness, I have to be transparent, I know we've had this person here before, and I think it is of that grandmother or that grandfather relationship. This person is always here and always around you. Oh yeah, and you're very welcome for that. Just keep smiling like in that picture of yours. That's all you need to do, and then Uh, they won't be able to resist you. Oh, and that's the thing, be your authentic self more now than ever, ever, ever before. The winners in this vibration are people who are their authentic self. I know you are your authentic self, but don't be worried or frightened to really express it. This is the key to it all. So I see people are popping in and popping out, and I I list this on YouTube and Facebook, and for some reason, it decided it wasn't going to. Well, it's showing me that it doesn't connect with Facebook anymore. So there's nothing much I can do about that. Well, Dariana, it looks like you're the only one here for the moment. So let's just have a couple more questions from you, if you like, and then we'll call it a day today. So if you've got anything else you wanted to ask, or actually, I'll just see who comes through as well while we're at it. Okay, so because I got somebody in spirit that when they were on the earth plane, they would sit at the table like I am now, and they would lean forward when they speak, and they'd have their hands like this, and they would always mess about with their hands. Hang on, let me just see what you put up there. How do you stay positive when you don't see how the solution of a solution? How do you keep faith? Okay, I know it sounds strange when we say this, but stop looking. Stop looking and allow it to come to you. And yes, it can be soul destroying, but that's because you keep looking and looking and looking. Again, this current vibration is only about truth, and if you stick within your truth vibration, which I know you do, then things will start to move for you. When you keep looking for solutions, you're stepping outside of looking for answers, because you're not looking from within, you're looking externally, and we know that everything externally around us is because of what we feel inside us. So stop looking inside. Stop looking inside. Stop looking outside for the solution and look inside for the solution. And you will see, pretty much guaranteed, that the solution is to stop looking, stop searching, just keep the heart open and allow the possibility. Now I know it can be quite a weird concept to understand that. Hang on, let me just see what you got to say there. Maybe keep busy with other stuffs to not think about it. Sometimes it's difficult to not think about it, or I keep being worried. Yeah, yes, a distraction is good in many respects. That is providing that you still have time for the thought of, I've got this. I can see my job. I can see my partner. It's already here. It's coming to me. I can see it. It's in grasp now. And again, the other thing is your passion. You see, it doesn't matter what your passion is. When you're in a state of passion, all your other things that you desire, work and relationship, will naturally come to you, because you're in that vibration, you're in that love vibration. When you're in a state of passion, we know that can heal ailments. So when you're in a state of passion, you can heal worry, you can stop worrying. And when you stop worrying, you're out of that vibration that prevents things coming to you. So it's good to find something to be passionate about. I often say this. There's some people, who I know are authors and they love writing, but they say, what's the point? We're not going to sell anything. Doesn't matter. You love doing it, do it. And the chemistry in your body changes. If you're having emotional problems, you forget those emotional problems. And if you've got physical ailments, it can actually change the chemistry in your body to repair those physical ailments. So there's many things you can do. The single most important thing, and Spirit will always tell you this, is to keep your eye on the target. Keep your eye on what it is you want to do, and you must feel as though you're worthy of it. Now, of course, when you've been looking for work or relationships for a long time, then there comes a point where you feel a bit down. But then you have to use intention and say, I'm worth more than this. I am so much more than this. And then you have to start saying to yourself, well, the right person hasn't come yet. And I believe the right person hasn't come to me yet, simply because I'm not ready, or that person, is not available just yet. But I know that person's coming. And I'm worthy to have the right person. You see, if you just keep bringing yourself back to that position of I am worthy, I've got this, I can see it happening, then things start to change. So you can do this with passion. You can go out and have fun, of course. All these things keep you in that higher vibration. And it doesn't mean you have to go out and spend a fortune. It can mean anything, you know. Meet a bunch of people and go for a swim in the Danube in a little while when it gets a little bit warmer. There's a whole host of things that can be done, and it will help take you out of that feeling like, you know, I've lost faith. Spirit will never ever let you down, and the higher you can keep your vibration, the easier it is for them to get in there and help you. So these are all the kinds of things you can do. Let's have a look here. I want to ask my guides or my ancestor that is here, how can I make strong connection with them? The meditation, writing, or just calm down and just try to listen to them. Okay, I find, well, first of all, meditation is not the silver bullet of connecting with spirit. I meditate because it helps calm me down. It helps me to shut off of everything from the day. And sometimes I get things flashing in. But I think the single most important thing is to just listen to them. Now, here's something else, actually. This was in my Telegram group. If I can just find it. I'm going to find it because this, I think, is very important. Hang about. Where are we? Let's just put it in here. Okay, so here's the question. You want to connect with your guides. And it says, one of the biggest things that affects mediumship is trying too hard. The more someone tries to make something happen, the more it can begin to feel out of reach. Not because it isn't there, but because it's being approached with effort rather than understanding. Because mediumship doesn't respond to force, it responds to awareness. So that's how can it be part of the Telegram group? The Société Jeanne d'Arc is, if you go to Telegram, you see the Facebook thing that I've got up there, Facebook Société Jeanne d'Arc. It's the same in Telegram. And just put it in and you'll see what goes on in there. If you do it while we're talking, and then I'll see it pop up, and then I'll know if it's you that's popped in. So on there, by the way, we do a little bit of, like, we've had somebody whose cat was just gone missing, and so we helped find their pussycat who was locked in a basement. So I think connecting with your guides is not trying hard, it's to allow again. Yes, ask affirmative statements rather than questions, and make the questions simple so that they can have a yes/no answer. So rather than say, are my guides there, say, hello guides, thank you for being here. And you will feel the answer. It's not going to come from here. Most likely it's going to come from the heart or consciousness, which we tend to place up here. And then I ask it affirmative questions, not are you with me 24 hours a day, you know. So you're with me today, and feel the answer, hear the answer, and you will start to build up this energy with them. They'll start to find the right vibration. They'll start to answer you in more detail when you're able to hear it. And it'll normally come from the inner ear, and it'll also be something that you can feel. Oops, what's happened there? Council, yes. Oh, you're in the Facebook group, but if you go to Telegram and just put in Société Jeanne d'Arc, let me see if I can just send a link right now while we're at it, since it's a quiet evening and everyone's on holiday. Let's have a look. Société Jeanne. There we are. I'm going to send you a link by there. Okay, I think I've done it for you, and I think there it's in the chat. So I think you can get into the group from there. So yeah. That's and you know, we do all the channeled messages from Jeanne in that group, and you'll get the feel of it. You'll get the feel of what we're doing there. That's, I think we better wrap this up here, because I don't think anyone else is going to pop in today. So I'm glad you popped in. And we had this conversation. Hey, there you are. I can see that you've joined the group. Congratulations. So take a little peep through there and see what goes on, and you'll meet some very like-minded people. And it's a safe environment. You know, we've been running, there's only about 40 of us in the group, and we've been running it a while, and there's no adversity or anything like this. So yeah, okay, look, we'll call it a day. Thanks for all the messages. Thank you for coming along. You know, sometimes that's the way it is. Sometimes the evening is just for one person. So I'm happy that we've been able to help you today. I'm happy that you've joined our group. You know where I can be found, and yeah, I think you can go away tonight knowing that Spirit's got your back, knowing it's gonna happen for you pretty soon. I'm sure that you can feel it's gonna happen soon. So just know that it's going to happen soon, and don't worry about, well, I wonder how soon. Is it going to be soon or just soon? No, it's going to happen. It's going to happen, and that's all you need to know. And just keep your eye on the ball, and that is absolutely it. We try too hard in this world to do things. Things should be coming easily now, and when we recognise things coming easily, then things do indeed come easily. So anyway, okay, look, this is me, Mike, signing off with lovely Jeanne. I'll see you all next week. Those probably pick a lot of this up in the replay. But anyway, we'll leave it up, and we'll see what happens for now. Thank you so much for your time and good energy. Many blessings until the next time. Yep, have a great rest of your evening, and yep, keep faith in yourself more than anyone else. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.